Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd session on rules for 2025. This is the first session we are running on clear rules. We ran a brief on the ultimate guide to NEET PG counseling. If you have not seen those videos, please do go through the videos. Hours of videos possibly you will go through by the time the counseling starts, but every bit of information that is shared will be very valuable. It is like preparing for a process that is new, and therefore we do it in a very detailed manner with every information. So if you have got 40 queries on All India Counselling, possibly most of them will be answered in one session by ZyNerd, and if there is any change or update, we will keep updating it. Right now these sessions will be available on YouTube, but as we move forward, the info guides etc., that will be exclusively available for subscribers when the rules and regulations of each of the states are put up to the detailed level based on actually the prospectus of previous years, the prospectus of 2025, the changes that have happened in the prospectus, and also in terms of the data based verifications that we have done on every rule, whether it has been implemented or not. So that is the effort that has been put in. So throughout the counseling, you will know clearly what is a rule before going on to approaching somebody else, and you can trust us on that. Rules for 2025, this is the current base is only 2024, right? We don't have 2025 information bulletins or prospectus except for Kerala and Karnataka through their MDS, and a few prospectus. We have not got any prospectus yet or information bulletin yet. So we are basing it on 2024 rules. Why are we doing it? Because 2024 rules exist today. That is the only option that we have to go back to and refer to. Second, we need to start somewhere. We can't wait for the counseling notification to come in 1 month later and then start looking at what are the rules 7 days before the counseling starts. So beyond data is a part of what you'll be looking at. You'll also be looking at rule-based video strategy, what everybody is doing in ZyNerd. So similar to that, this is a start point for the rules. With reference to that, this is the start point for the rules. Rules for 2025, this is purely basis 2024 rules. Any changes we will accommodate. We've also checked the 2025 rules in MDS. So if there is a change that is proposed, usually they start with the MDS counseling, and that will we will also refer to. This year they have not changed anything in MDS for 2025, which means 2024 PG rules are the same as MDS rules. So we are going with that, and no changes. But will there be changes? We don't know whether there will be changes. Even if there are minor changes, after going through everything, all the rules, we will be able to accommodate so that I know that these are the rules. Now this has changed, and how do I manage that is an easier option than going through everything right from the start later. We'll be looking at eligibility, registration, joining, upgradation and exit. This is kind of an info guide for all India, but without the certificates and documents part, which we will be running as a separate session again. Now rules, we will look at the sequence of counseling. Rules are 2024 based again. Sequence of counseling, how it happens in 2024. We ran a session yesterday on the Supreme Court directions. If you have not seen that 2 days back, please go through that. That is also a very good session where you will have much of information on what the Supreme Court directions are with respect to the sequence of counselings. Sequence of counseling, rules are 2024 reference. First, registrations will start. What will happen now is all the states will start possibly putting up registrations once MCC, DGHS or Ministry of Health and Family Welfare or NMC notifies them that this counseling process is about to start. So they will put up their registrations basis data from NMC. NMC will get the data from NBE, and through the DGHS they will actually share the data to all the states. Data of what? The exam goer, the results of the exam, that will be shared. That notification will also come up, and then the states will pull out the data and then start the registrations. They will need the data when you register for validating etc. So that is when it will start. States will start the registrations. MCC for All India Counselling will not start the registrations. Like we know how many different counselings are going to be there. There will be one All India Counselling which is for all AAQ seats. If you have not gone through the ultimate info guide, please go through that. Second, there will be state counselings, multiple state counselings, each one for a particular set of candidates, eligibility based within the state. There are around 31 almost state counselings. All these have to start with the registration. Somebody has to go and apply. So those registrations will start first, usually for the state counselings, but All India Counselling registration will happen only 1 month later. Why? States have eligibility criteria. State will have an eligibility criteria saying only this set of candidates, those who have completed MBBS are eligible, those who are actually MBBS or those who are origin of the state are eligible, etc. So Kerala came up with their notification yesterday mentioning the same as last year's prospectus. same eligibility, either origin or MBBS from Kerala, any one of it. You are born in Kerala, your parents were born in Kerala, or you are MBBS from Kerala, they are eligible. So states will come up with the eligibility, and when they come up with the eligibility, they have to check, right, whether a candidate has valid credentials. So they will ask for documents. So they need a longer period of time for evaluating who is eligible and then preparing what is called a merit list or a rank list. So they start a bit early. All India counselling, for most of the seats, almost all the seats except for the internal quotas, everybody is eligible. So they don't need that time to validate documents. They don't have a documents upload process, except for NRIs who might need to send some documents, and PWD who have to get documents, a disability certificate. Rest of the candidates, most other than PWD and NRI candidates, there is no document upload required. Everybody can log in and then get a seat if you are NEET PG qualified, above 50% or 40%. So they start only a week or so prior, but state registrations might start even early, 2 weeks from now or 1 week from now or 10 days from now, states might start. So keep looking at notifications. So all these 31 states registrations will happen. All India counselling registration will also happen, but states might start earlier. Why is the registration? Registration is to define a set of candidates who are eligible for that counselling, and in some states which are open quotas, open states where you have seats on an all India basis, you can also go and register if you are interested in those private seats. Most of these are private seats. Some states have a one-time registration. Only once before the counselling starts you will be able to register. Keep tab of that. We will be running sessions on that for subscribers again. Now here the registrations, we look at registrations first. After registrations, like we said, counselings will start happening. When counselings start happening, what happens? When counselling starts happening, there is a choice filling that needs to be done after the registrations, right? Everybody will have to give us, provide a list of choices to the system. So your primary thing now is to get your certificates and documents ready for each counselling, and the documents and the choices ready, right? Preference orders ready. That is why you are looking at what in my rank range, what am I getting, and whether I will be able to get this seat. If so, what is the order? The last year's preference orders might be available. What is the order in which I need to put these? So that is what is required. All India round 1 results will happen first. For choice filling, AA state choice filling might happen in parallel. You belong to, let us say we take the example of a candidate who is participating in Karnataka, Maharashtra counselling and All India counselling. Maharashtra choice filling, AA choice filling might happen together, or AA choice filling will be over and Maharashtra choice filling will start. Either ways. Or in some states like Pondicherry, maybe the choice filling happens even before All India choice filling. So you will have to keep looking at when the choices filling happens after the registration. I finish my registration, I am part of the merit list. When does the choice filling happen for my state? Once the choice filling happens, you will be waiting for the results, correct? You will clearly be waiting for the results. I have filled in my choices. Within these choices, will I get choice 1, choice 2, choice 3, or till the last choice, or I will not get any choice? So that is called results. Obviously, we know that this is the results or the allotment results, as you will see. If you go into ZyNerd, this will be under the allotment. Every candidate who has been allotted in a particular round will be available. This part for round 1 will happen. State R1, All India round 1, choice filling happens, and All India round 1 results will be published first. No state as per sequence will publish the state round 1 results earlier. Karnataka may not follow the process, but almost every other state follows the process. Karnataka might release some provisional results, which will be an impact for Karnataka candidates, unnecessarily not creating movements after All India results, but rest of the states will follow. All India round 1 results are published first. So irrespective of when the choice filling starts, state choice filling starts 1 month earlier, All India choice filling ends up and state choice filling is in parallel, results of All India will be published first. So at this point you will know whether you have a seat in All India or not. Then your state results are published. So we will come to the sequence as such on different scenarios later, but first All India round 1 results are published, and then the state round 1 results are published. Who is eligible for All India? Every candidate across India is eligible. Who is eligible for state? State eligibility rules apply. There might be open seats for which everybody is eligible. There might be some seats for which only MBBS are eligible. There might be some seats which have a different eligibility criteria. AA seat status does not matter. I got a seat in All India round 1. Still my state will not remove me. I will get a state round 1 allotment as well. This is an allotment. I have not joined. I have got my results. They give me 5 days to join. Usually by that timeline, state round 1 results will also be published. So I will have an all India seat or a no. Now or I'll be without a seat. I might have a state seat or be without a seat at the end of these, because I fill choices. If I fill limited choices and I don't get, then I might think whether I should have filled limited choices. If I fill good choices, all that I want to, I get 2 options in all India and state, I might have an option between choosing any one of these. Correct? So all India results are published, state results are published, only one time registration in some states, we should be aware of this, and that is something that we will have to be clear about. You will have to choose between all India result and state result. Usually it happens so that by the time all India results are published and the joining deadline happens, I am going to join the all India seat. They have given me 5 days. Before that, the state results are published. So even before joining, you might be able to check between these two, whichever one is the best, and move on to the next round. Very clear? You can move on to the next round. So basically, you will choose between all India round 1 or state round 1 and move on to the next round. All India round 1 is free exit, which means you don't have an impact. You can still go ahead with all India round 2 even if you have joined a state round 1 seat. I have joined a state round 1 seat. I did not join the all India round 1 seat. Still I am eligible for all India round 2. So that is what is critical. Here we will look at it from an all India perspective as well. So state round 1 results, all India round 1 results, at the end you might have 1 seat or no seat, but you would have been admitted only in 1 seat. You can't choose both of the seats by going there and paying the fee, because you will have to give your originals here. And the admitted candidates list is also sent to MCC, which means they will also know if you have been admitted in 2 seats, which is not considered, right, which is basically blocking 2 seats. You might have 2 allotments but decide on 1 seat. That is the rule. In the next round, every candidate is eligible for all India round 2. So you come back and ask us, I did not register on all India round 1. Can I register in all India round 2? Yes, you can register. If you are, I was allotted in all India round 2. I did not join. I was allotted. I joined and then resigned the seat. I was allotted. Then I joined and then also then continued with the seat. Will I be able to upgrade? Yes. So whatever be your seat status, all India round 1 to all India round 2 upgradation is allowed. State round 1 join candidates are also allowed, and whatever you did with your all India and state round 1 seats, you are eligible for all India round 2. That is the rule. So if registered in all India round 1, I already registered, I don't need to register again. I paid the registration fee, security deposit, I don't need to register again. Same login is sufficient irrespective of whether I joined or did not join. Fresh registration for the rest. I did not even go into all India counselling, but now I am thinking of all India counselling. I can do that in all India round 2. And fresh choice filling, which means I have given a list of 10 choices here to the system. All of them will be null and void. I can give a completely different list of choices here. If I am holding a seat, I will give better choices than that, so that system allots only those choices. So that is possible in all India round 2. Next, the results come in. So if I am holding a seat over here, usually you will be allowed to resign. All India round 1 to all India round 2 upgradation is possible, no confusion. But if you have a seat in state round 1 2, they usually allow a resignation timeline to join your all India round 2 seats. What happens? The state round 1 seat holder goes to all India round 2, seats become vacant for state, and that becomes a vacancy for state round 2. So all India round 2 results will create vacancies for state. States allow resignation to move from all India state round 1 to round 2. Even otherwise, if it is all India round 1 to round 2, you can also move that. You can hold a seat, you can move that. Now we come to state round 2. Who is eligible for state round 2? All India round 2 joined. I hold a seat here, which means I am admitted only in 1 seat. Even if I had moved from here to here, this seat I have resigned. I have this seat, all India round 2. They are eligible for state round 2. Very rarely 1 or 2 states create a problem. Karnataka had some issue last year, but as far as other states are concerned, all India round 2 joined are eligible for state round 2. We will look at each state's rules and then decide on whether it is possible. Some states ask for original certificates at the time of allotment itself. They conduct offline counselings. In that case, if your certificates are with all India round 2 institute, they will not give back your certificate, so you might not be able to participate in states. They are not supposed to do offline counselling, they still do. All India round 2 allotted and did not join. I am allotted in this seat and I did not join. That does not impact state round 2. Whether you joined in all India round 2 or did not join in all India round 2 does not impact state round 2 eligibility. State R1 exited candidates, eligibility varies state wise. Like state round 1, somebody who has joined and resigned, or did not join the state round 1 seat. Some states like Telangana, West Bengal have different rules. Each one has a different rule, saying some of them are not eligible for state round 2. If you are allotted and you don't join, if you are allotted, you joined and resigned, they are not eligible, is what each state would, some states will say. But most states offer a free exit. Even if you did not join, they will be eligible. So this state round 1 to state round 2, after an allotment in round 1, you will have to check. But almost all the states allow allotted joined state candidates to go for state round 2. Even there's one state which does not do that, but if you joined, you can upgrade to state round 2 directly. That is also possible. Similarly, you might also see a scenario where somebody who has got state round 1 seat goes on to get a better all India round 2 seat and then goes on to get a better state round 2 seat. This is also possible. Because all India allows resignation after state round 2 results are usually published, there will be a deadline here. By that time, if you get your state round 2 results, you can resign this and go and join this. So that upgradation throughout as a sequence till rate round 2 in most of the states will be possible. You have done 1, 2, 3 upgradations, 3 movements at least. And then we move on to state all India round 3. All India, everybody is actually eligible for all India round 3. That is the rule. Everybody is eligible. All India round 2 joined are eligible. I have an all India round 2 seat now in hand. I did not go to state round 2. I can still move to a better seat in all India round 3. That is possible. All India round 2 joined are eligible. State round 2 joined. I have a state round 2 seat. I have moved this way, or just first time got a state round 2 seat. I have joined the seat. MCC says all of them are eligible. MCC will allot you a seat here. No confusion here. They will not remove anyone who has a state round 2 joined, because that is a process of upgradation as defined. State round 2 joined are eligible. Why is there an asterisk? It is because some states, even though you got an all India round 3 seat, you are holding a state round 2 seat and you are resigning and going. MCC will accept, but these states will ask you for paying a penalty. They will start the penalty in state round 2 itself. Karnataka does that. So that is why we are repeatedly saying Karnataka doesn't follow the usual rules of upgradation, helping their state candidates. Only if they move, state round 3 will have better vacancies. But they will put in a penalty here and stop them from moving into all India round 3. The Supreme Court order might help you in taking this up. Now here, state round 2 to all India round 3, it is possible to move, but look at your state rules. Please look at your state rules to see if there is a penalty, if there is a timeline that they have provided, etc. Fresh registration if you are allotted in all India round 2 and did not join. Here, if you are allotted, you did not join or resigned, you lose your security deposit. Therefore, you might have to register again for all India round 3. You just need to pay the security deposit again, pay the registration fee again, and then go ahead and participate in all India round 3 without a seat in hand. Why somebody will do it? Very rarely someone will do it, but there are some scenarios where they will do it. All India round 2 allotted and did not join, or allotted and resigned, fresh registration. But choices will be fresh. These choices, whatever you gave in all India round 2 will be different. You will have to fill fresh choices. So that is all India round 3 for you. Now what happens when I join all India round 3? I might have actually gone through a sequence like this. In some states it is possible, correct? In most of the states. And then gone into my first upgraded seat, second upgraded seat, third upgraded seat, fourth upgraded seat. You have to check for your state, but still this is possible in many states. Once I join this seat and say that, okay, this is my seat, I want it confirmed, you will not be able to resign as per MCC's rules. This, when you say you will not be able to resign, it does not mean I will not be able to pay a penalty. I will pay 20 lakhs and resign. No. I will pay my security deposit and resign. I will somehow get my certificates and resign. No. This list of joint candidates will be shared with states, and the states are supposed to remove them from state round 3. All 31 states or 32 states counselings, they are sent this list by MCC asking them to remove. Even if one candidate is allotted who is from all India round 3 joint list, which is available, which will be available transparently in the portal, MCC portal, other candidates will take it up. So there is no, and second, no institute will also allow resignation. You go to a state and somehow figure out that that institute is ready to, the state is allotting you, the institute is ready to allow you. You need your original certificates which are given here while at the time of joining. The institute will not give you. So this is an end point for candidates. All India round 3 joined is an end point for candidates. Clear? This place, your decision needs to be taken on whether you are going to participate in all India round 3 and join the seat and end your counselling there, Or if I have a state round 2 seat, should I go here and end my counselling, or should I wait for my state round 3 result? Because I think more than this, I will get a better opportunity here. This point is where most of the decisions happen, except in states like Karnataka, where proper rules are not followed. So different rules are followed, not proper rules are not followed, different rules are followed, which are different from the entire other states and all India. Now here, state round 3 result will happen later only. By the time the state round 3 results are out, most of the all India round 3 joining will be over, and only then most of the states will release. Why? Only if that is the case, all India round 3 joining is over, the joined list is out, then they can remove, right? That is what MCC says, remove all India round 3 joined. So they will remove and then release the state round 3 results. Some states will release it without removing, then there will be a backlash, candidates will take it up, PG candidates will take it up, and then they will re-revise that results. Has happened with Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and a lot of other states every year. So they will re-release the results. So state round 3 results will be with no all India round 3 joint, with removal of all India round 3 joint. State round 2 joint, I have joined it. Can I move here? Also makes a difference in whether we are going for all India round 3. If a state says that once you join a state round 2 seat, you cannot upgrade, then you will not be able to upgrade. Very few states have this rule. Karnataka has this rule saying if you are allotted a clinical seat here, you cannot move on to the next round. Once you are allotted, whether you join or not. Similarly, some states don't allow state round 2 to state round 3 upgradation. Very small states or smaller states only. So in that case, you will not be able to hold a seat here and go on to state round 3. In that scenario, if you miss out your all India round 3 seat also and want to risk, then there might not be many options, because everybody will end up their counselling over here, most of them, because all India round 3 join, that is a final seat, you can't resign. State round 3 join, most of the states have a huge penalty, so 90%, 80-90% of seats will be closed over here. The leftover seats will only come into state counselling. So we said state round 2 join depends on state. So it is very critical for you to look at whether your state round 2 to state round 3 upgradation is allowed or not. All India round 3 allotted. This is a very critical thing. If I am allotted in all India round 3 and I don't join, will I be eligible for state round 3? This is a point of contention, because this is a very difficult scenario where somebody who's taking up a seat, not leaving it to lower rankers, and then not joining the seat. Some states like Maharashtra, every year they put up notifications that they will remove. Whether actual removal is implemented every year, it is a question for every year. So that rule you can keep looking at, so that even just by being allotted in all India round 3, you don't lose your seats of state round 3. So that is something that you need to keep looking at. This is as far as the sequence is concerned. But all in the entire thing, what have we observed? All India round 1 results, followed by state round 1 results, followed by all India round 2 results, followed by state round 2 results, followed by all India round 3 results, followed by state round 3 results. In between, choice filling can overlap, state choice filling can start earlier. That all doesn't matter. This is how the sequence needs to be. That is how the calendar, counselling calendar will also be published by NMC. This will be the first notification that comes up in terms of the schedule by NMC, which will be available in the MCC's portal. Beyond this, we have the stray rounds, all India stray round. Which seats will be there? At this point, whoever was allotted a seat but did not join, or nobody took up the seat at all, nobody was allotted, because nobody filled choices, all these seats will come to the stray round, all India stray round. Who is eligible? Anybody who has joined here is eligible. At this stage, you will find out that there will be some seats which went on at higher ranks above you, but came into the all India stray round. You will see that in the, if you look at ZyNerd, all India stray round will have seats, but those will be minimal numbers, not huge numbers, minimal numbers. So if there is one seat which is very good, which went above your rank, but is available in stray round, you will ruin the chance saying, okay, I should have gone for the stray round. But after the stray round, you will see that somebody else above your rank has still taken that seat. Okay, I should not have gone for the stray round, but I should have stayed here because that guy got lucky, that person got lucky, I might or might not have been lucky, is a case. But for that person, it is a high risk, high reward thing. So stray rounds, the number of seats that are available in stray rounds will be minimal, but the number of candidates, because they are all locked here, will also be minimal. High risk, high reward kind of a thing. Not everyone will achieve. What you will see in the allotment list, you will see that okay, it has gone till this rank in stray round, and therefore if I am that rank I can go into stray round. Not the right approach, because you won't see a lot of rankers below who went to the stray round and did not get a seat and had to go to NEET PG next year. So that is not visible in data. We won't have that data. So always look at this as a final option. Who will this be an option for? This will be an option for someone who says, I can only opt for government seats. I will only do that. Deemed and private, I won't go because it is not, I will not be able to, the fee is not affordable for me. I will only go for MS General Surgery. I am very clear about that. Otherwise, I will repeat. So I don't get MS General Surgery here. At this point, my decision is very clearly, I am going only for government general surgery. If I don't get in stray round, I will go for the next year NEET PG. If that is very clear, you can go for the stray rounds. Or somebody who wants to risk it out will go to the stray round, knowing that they might not even get what they got in the previous rounds. Who is eligible for stray? Anybody who is allotted in All India round 3 is not eligible. So till here, we saw that All India round 2 allotted but did not join, could pay the security deposit and participate in All India round 3. But here, if you are allotted, you either join, you don't join, you are out of All India Counselling. Stray is not possible. State round 3 joined are not eligible for All India stray. If you have joined your state round 3 seat, you are not eligible for All India stray. All India round 3 allotted itself are not eligible. State round 3 joined are not eligible. So rest of the candidates will participate. If you are holding any seat, you are not eligible basically, and All India round 3 allotted are also removed. This happens automatically. You cannot change the system because this state round 3 joined list is also shared with MCC, and MCC removes them from All India stray round. Next we come to the next round, which is All India stray means next straight stray, right? State further rounds. All India round 3 joined here. All India stray allotted. Many states remove that too. Even if you are allotted here, they won't allow, because MCC will put up a notification saying this person is allotted here. You take up the list and remove them. So many states remove that. State round 3 joined here. They are removed. In certain states, if you are allotted in this state, exactly like All India round 3, if you are allotted in state R3 and you don't join, still you will be removed from states. Check those states and take the right calls. Our suggestion is very simple. At this stage, try to make a decision. Unless you want to add on risk, try to make a decision at this stage on where you want to go, and do not get confused is what we would suggest. That is where the rules come into play, and at every stage, we will be running videos on what happens with the state rule. What is the state rule today? And how will you manage this counselling with the current rules? Let us say you have a state round 2 seat, you will come look at the video, you will know what will be the rules for All India round 3, state round 3. With the data, you will be able to possibly predict what might happen, etc. at that stage. Even if not predict, at least know what had happened previous years. To an extent, this is the best choice, and decide over here. Because even one choice up is very, very important, very, very good. Or if I want to risk everything, should I come here? What is the risk? You need to understand. So that you work with rules, you know the rules, your scenario currently, and how the rules impact your scenario in All India Counselling and your state, and then also know about the risk, which is risk versus reward, which is available later, and the data of exactly where everything closed at the time. At that time of round 2 where everything closed. That is how you manage the entire counselling. The sequence is, even if you have not understood this now, no problem at all. You will, even if you have a lot of queries, no problem at all. Every query will be answered. So you can call us up, or in the Telegram groups, if you put up to till the counselling, we will try to support it for all candidates, but every query will be answered over there. So that is something that you can rely on as we move forward. Now on the round-wise rules, we will look at the round-wise rules of All India. This is round-wise. And this is only regarding All India. How to manage All India with states. The next sessions will be 1. All India versus state. What is the eligibility in each scenario? Every one we will detail down. Right now we have done it in the form of a single sequence. We will detail it down for every round on eligibility, etc. Also, we will run the state info guides. Every state, possibly 4 or 5 states we will miss out, because the info guides are not, the rules itself are very limited. We can take you through a single call, but otherwise most of the state info guides we will take you through, where we will take you through the registration, certificates required, eligibility of each seats, and also information on how to apply, etc. in those states along with the rules. So the rules will be available as specific exclusively for subscribers of ZyNerd, and that you can follow to get the information too. Now here all India round 1. Now from now on we are going to look at only all India round 1 rules vis-a-vis state scenarios. So what is the status in state? Registration and eligibility. Everybody is eligible. First time registration obviously is allowed. Everybody has to register. Who will be able to register? 50 percentile or above EWS Gen category, 40 percentile or above, 40 percentile or above SC, ST, OBC category candidates, 45 percentage, and PWD from these categories, 45 percentile or above EWS and Gen PWD candidates. So this is the eligibility. We know that. We know the marks too, correct? 276, 255 and 235. So these candidates will be able to register. I am 180. Will I be able to register? System itself will not allow. MCC system will not allow you to register. It will allow you to register when the cutoff is reduced. Usually that is reduced at the time of round 3. Now choice filling. First time. There is no limit to the number of choices. So please don't limit your choices. Let us say you are ranked 10,000. We are not asking you to put a choice which ended at 200. But there might be one choice which ended at 8,000, which might come down to 10,000 this year. One choice out of hundreds of choices. We don't know which one is that. So at least explore all choices which closed above 8,000, or even if you have time above 7,000, or look at single seat choices. Somebody might have taken a choice at 5,000. Correct? That might be a locational preference. Every year it might be allotted at 11,000, 12,000 only. But it was a single seat for family considerations. Somebody took up the seat, it closed at 5,000. Don't miss out such choices. Put in a lot of effort to look at choices at choice level and create a list currently, which will be all your preferences list. This is your preference list. It is not a list of probability. You don't need to tell the system that I know that something that closed at 14,000 is the best option for me, therefore I have put it 1. No, it is your preference list. If let us say general medicine, let us say, if for example, for me, pediatrics at a top institute is the first priority, 0.05% chance. Still, this is my first priority. I will tell the system this is my first priority. What I will get? 20th choice. This is till 19th choice. I have a very less probability, 20%, 15%. From here on, there is a 50% probability according to me. This is my 20th choice. I might get that. I will not put it as the first choice. I will put it in order of preference, because between these two choices, which one do I want? 19th choice, which is a better institute. First choice is the first institute that I prefer across. Second choice, if I don't get this, from all the other choices, which one should I get? You can ignore those choices which you 100% won't get according to you. MAMC pediatrics I won't get, ignore that, no problem. But something there is a choice, put it as top preference and so on. Put it as per preference order and not as per possibility order. You can fill as many choices that you wish to join. There might be 4,000 choices. We are not asking you to fill 4,000 choices. Be sensible to limit, but also look at other factors like single seat choices. There might be a specific specialty which is not opted for this year. So all these you need to look at and fill in your choice. Don't limit to closing ranks. You might be looking at closing ranks. There are many candidates who are looking at clones, etc., which is free and all. That is a very short period of time. 14 days, 15 days, you will be looking at this and probably creating some choices, knowing what, curious to be what it is. But beyond that, the decisions that need to be taken are based on seat evaluation and choice preference, and also based on what is allotted in round 1, round 2, where the allotments go and who is managing what during the process of counseling. Lot historical data. Don't limit to closing ranks. You don't limit to closing ranks of previous year yet. That is just a reference for you to build a list and then create your preference order. You always look at something beyond closing ranks, and if you have any confusion, you can always let us know. We will help you out on that. After All India round 1 allotment, results and decisions impact. Not allotted candidates are eligible for All India round 2. So let us say you are allotted in All India round 1. You are not allotted, automatically you become eligible for All India round 2. I am allotted, I joined, I am eligible for All India round 1. Within a counseling, if you are allotted and I join the seat and I go to the institute and tell them I want to upgrade, you will have to tell it in All India counseling. States differ. process differs. All India Counselling, you have to go tell the institute that I am willing for upgradation. You can go to All India Round 2 holding the All India Round 1 seat in hand for a better seat. This process is called upgradation within a counselling. I upgrade from a seat in All India Round 1 to All India Round 2 if I get a better choice. So that is possible. And allotted and joined, eligible for All India Round 2. Allotted and did not join. I was allotted, I did not join the seat, I am still eligible for All India Round 2. I was allotted, I joined and resigned, I am still eligible for All India Round 2. Joining and resigning is possible. When you get a state Round 1 seat, some candidates who have already joined All India Round 1 will be allowed to resign and join state Round 1 seat if the state Round 1 results come in after the joining deadline of All India Round 1. I was forced to join All India Round 1, but they will give you some time for resignation so that all state results come in and you can resign. Sometimes states delay results. At that point in time it is difficult, but usually that allotted and joined and resigned are also eligible for All India Round 2. Whatever be the seat status, here you are allotted, did not allotted, joined and resigned, allotted, did not join. Everybody is eligible for state Round 1. State will not take away your eligibility based on All India Round 1 results. State will not even know your results. So this, be very clear. Many queries on All India Round 1 and state Round 1. Can I attend both? If I am allotted here, will they remove me from state? No. Everybody is eligible for state Round 1. If you are already eligible for state Round 1, you can continue to participate. Clear? That will not be taken away by your All India status. Choice filling, first time no limit, fill choices that you wish to find, don't limit to closing ranks. We already covered that. Resignation after joining. Let us say I am resigned after joining my All India Round 1 seat. Again it is free exit. Free exit here, free exit here. Or refund of security deposit. Let us say you resign. What is free exit? Free exit means you might have paid 25,000 as security deposit during choice filling. We'll take you through that. Or 10,000 or 2 lakh as security deposit for deemed universities. This amount will not go away. It will still be with you. So you have one chance where you decide. Not saying that you should fill a choice that you do not wish to join, but you have one choice where you do not join. Or you get a better state Round 1 seat and you move there. You will not be, your security deposit will not be forfeited, it will still be with you. Possible only till AA Round 1 resignation deadline. They will give you a deadline. All India Round 1 joining is over. Then they will tell you within this time you can resign if you want to resign. After that All India Round 2 starts. You can't resign till All India Round 2 ends. So by that few days you will have to resign if you wish to. Only then you will get your original certificates back. Candidate exits counselling after this. You resign and then exit the counselling. Your security deposit is still with you. So, because it is a free exit, you will get your security deposit possibly in March 2025. 1 or 2 months after the counselling ends. So, we expect it in March 2025 or sometime later. Always opt for upgradation if you are joining All India Round 1 seat. Here, if I am joining, even though it might be my first choice, I will opt for upgradation. Why? It is my first choice. Why should I opt for upgradation? I should settle down and say I don't want upgradation, right? Every year, a minimum of 10 candidates. A minimum of 10 candidates call us as ZyNerd subscribers within the ZyNerd subscribers itself. A minimum of 10 candidates call us and say, I took up my first choice, sir. I went to the institute. I was happy. I took it up. But now I got feedback that it is toxic. Even though it is the best institute in the country, I am not able to manage it after Round 2. I went and joined after course will commence only after Round 2. I went and joined. I want to move to a different institute. I am desperate about it. But since I did not opt for upgradation, I was not able to do that. So please opt for upgradation and then move on. Otherwise, what you will have to do, you will have to resign the seat, or in some cases, even that might not be possible if it extends beyond All India Round 2 resignation deadline. So please opt for upgradation, which will give you an opportunity to upgrade. So what if I don't want to upgrade? I got my first choice, I am happy with it. Second round comes in, I opted for upgradation, I don't want to upgrade. You just don't fill choices, you will still keep retaining your seat. So obviously if you don't upgrade, you will still retain your seat. So there is no risk in opting for upgradation in Round 1. Next, we will look at the All India Round 2 rules. All India Round 2, again, all are eligible, whatever be the state status. All India Round 1, something happened, doesn't matter. State Round 1, something happened, doesn't matter. So basically, if you come back to us and ask a query, am I eligible for All India Round 2? I am NEET PG qualified. Am I eligible for All India Round 2? And then give us whatever you want, all the inputs. the end answer will be you are eligible. Because whatever be your state seat status or All India seat status, you will be eligible. Fresh registration is possible. I missed All India round 1, I will be able to register fresh. All India round 1 registered, the same login. So All India round 1 I registered, paid the security deposit, I did not even fill choices. I filled choices and was not allotted. I was allotted and I did not join. I was allotted, I joined. I was allotted, I joined and resigned. Everyone will use the same login. Why? There is no security deposit forfeiture. Your registration fee and security deposit will still be with you. Just use the same login and login and fill choices. Fresh registration is possible if you missed out All India round 1, first time want to attend All India round 2. Always start from All India round 1 anyways. Fresh choices. First round I filled in some choices, those are null and void. I will fill fresh choices. All India round 1 choices are null and void. So even I had given 1, 2, 3 in this order. This was X, Y and Z. Now I want to change this. Suddenly I have come to know that Z is better. I don't even want Y. I want X since the second option. I want to add another S option. This is all possible. Everything is possible. You can completely negate your earlier list and fill in a fresh list. You want the same list also, you can fill in. If you have a seat in hand, you will fill in better choices. Seats. Which seats will come into All India round 2? Why is there a round 2 first of all? Because All India round 1, there will be a lot of unallotted seats. Nobody would have opted for it. There might be PWD seats in non-clinicals. Nobody will opt for that unless very few will opt for that. There will be seats like non-clinical seats in deemed universities. Nobody will opt for it. Non-clinical seats in good government institutes. Many candidates don't opt for it. So All India R1, unallotted seats will be there. R1 I was allotted and I did not join. Then where does my seat go? It goes as a vacancy to the next round. New seats in R2 will come up. Usually it comes up. We are waiting for MCC's MBBS notification to see if they are adding on seats. First round they did not add. So similarly there will be new seats come up. And virtual vacancies will be there. What is a virtual vacancy? These are all clear vacancies. No one is holding these seats, right? Unallotted. Somebody did not join. That is vacant only. Nobody is holding that seat. New seats in R2. Those will also be available. Similarly, R1 joined and resigned will also be available. If somebody had joined and resigned, that is also a clear vacancy. All these are clear vacancies. Virtual vacancies are somebody who is holding an All India round 1 seat and willing for upgradation. Rank 500 is doing that. I am rank 501. This person took my seat, is going for upgradation. But if after filling choices during round 2, if this person upgrades, that seat that I want will come to me. That is a virtual vacancy. That particular seat this person is holding is a virtual vacancy, not an actual vacancy, but a virtual vacancy. I will fill that choice, and if this person upgrades to a better seat, then this virtual vacancy will become a clear vacancy. I will get that seat, being the next ranker. Or possibly, if nobody else opts for it above me, then I will get the seat. So that is possible. Those virtual vacancies will also be there. Can I fill All India round 1 seat? I was allotted an All India round 1 seat. I did not join. Can I fill the same seat? Yes, you can fill the same seat. There are some scenarios where you will do that, but usually you won't. After All India round 2 allotment, results and decisions impact. What is the result? No seat at the end of All India round 2. I have no seat at the end of All India round 2. Obviously, you are eligible for All India round 2. Retained All India round 1 seat. No upgradation. What happens? I retain my All India round 1 seat. No upgradation. I am eligible for All India round 3 here. So even if I retain the same seat, I can go and upgrade in All India round 3. That is possible. Allotted in All India round 3, round 2 and joined. I was allotted in All India round 2. I joined the seat. I am eligible for All India round 3. Basically, I can do this. I was allotted in All India round 1, joined. Then again I was allotted in All India round 2 and joined, or fresh allotment. From this I could have upgraded. Then round 2 to round 3 again I can go and upgrade for a second time within All India. We said 5 times you can upgrade if states allow till All India round 3. 4 times you can upgrade. Same way you will be able to upgrade here the third time within All India itself. Allotted in All India round 2 and did not join. All India round 2 joined and resigned. So I got a seat, I was allotted, did not join. Or I got a seat, I was allotted, joined and then resigned. There will be a timeline for that too. Then you are eligible for All India round 3, but through fresh registration only. So in all cases, you see that you are eligible for All India round 3, but only in some cases the security deposit is forfeited, so it is through fresh registration. Resignation after joining. So I join my All India round 2 seat. This might be an All India round 1 retained seat. I did not get upgraded. or a fresh seat in All India round 2, or I got upgraded and joined the seat. At the end of the joining date, I have an All India round 2 seat. Can I resign? Yes, you can resign the seat within a timeline. Usually, why will you resign? Because you get a better state round 2 seat if the state allots you. This result should come in within this resignation deadline. All India round 2 resignation deadline, you can resign and move on to the state round 2 seat. If that is happening, you will lose your security deposit here and registration fee. You will have to register again. You paid 25,000 here, that will be lost. You will register again for All India round 3 through a fresh registration. Eligible. You can still join the state round 2 seat in many states and go on for All India round 3, but you will do a fresh registration. I joined my All India round 2 seat, retained All India round 1 seat and then resigned. So basically this is what we discussed. If I retain, then you are eligible for All India round 3 through fresh registration. But if I did not join my All India round 2 seat, even then security deposit is forfeited, and through fresh registration and repayment of security deposit, you will be eligible. Some people, if they pay 2 lakhs for deemed, make a wrong decision in All India round 2 and don't join the seat. In that case, they are still eligible. After 2 lakhs is lost, security deposit is lost, All India round 3, come again, pay 2 lakhs and then start. Usually, the best thing is not to be in this scenario at all. Clearly have your choices. Have your choices very clear right from All India round 1 itself. No seat after All India round 2. I have no seat after All India round 2. I am exiting. Your security deposit will be refunded in March 2025. So at the end of R2, you don't have any seat, you are exiting, security deposit will be forfeited. So A round 1, this we need to confirm. A round 2, 1 seat is retained in All India round 2. It is considered as A round 2 joint. So if you resign after that, the security deposit is forfeited. The reason why we are confirming this is because there was a confusion 2 years back on this, but currently that is a rule. If you want, you can always come back. Now you will look at A round 3 allotments, A round 3 rules and processes. What will be the decision impact? Who is eligible? A round 2 joint, state round 2 joint are eligible. Note that the only criteria here is you can update A round 2 from A round 2 to A round 3. But state round 2 joint, they will be allotted in All India round 3. They will be able to fill in choices and everything. But they might not be able to resign their seats in some states without a penalty. They might have to pay a penalty. Karnataka's example we said. So that alone you need to check. My MCC will allot me, but I will not go put in an allotment and take away somebody's chances, or even my security deposit forfeiture will happen. I will not do that unless I know that my state will allow me. Most states will allow without a penalty. The state security deposit is a minimal amount that might be forfeited, but they won't allow without a penalty. Some states won't allow, but will ask you to pay a penalty to join All India round 3 seat. If the penalty is huge, then you have a problem. So be very clear about your state rule. MCC will anyways allot. Fresh registration is possible. I did not participate in All India round 1, round 2. Possible. We would suggest to start from All India round 1. Also for All India round 2 security deposit forfeiture, this happens through repayment. So basically, All India round 2 security deposit forfeiture, this happens through repayment very clearly. So they will have to pay again, but all the other candidates, fresh registration is possible. I am holding an All India round 2 seat and going for upgrading. I don't need to pay again. I did not join and therefore security deposit is forfeited. Then only I need to repay again. If I am holding a seat right from All India round 1, I am upgrading to All India round 2. I got a seat, I upgraded. This I joined, then I got a seat, I am going to upgrade. I have not done anything wrong. No security deposit will be forfeited. Cutoff is usually reduced before round 3, All India round 3. This is been happening with UDF as an association taking this up every year, with PWD candidates representing saying all the PWD seats get converted in round 3, but give us an opportunity. If you are going to reduce the cutoff, do it before round 3. They either file a case or represent, and NVE then wakes up and takes 2 solid weeks and then reduces the cutoff. Even though they know that it happens every year, there is a delay at this stage because of cutoff reduction, which they might even do earlier if they are planning to do it, or clearly mention that it is not there. Now, usually it happens. To what extent, we are not sure. Now, choice filling, again fresh choices, past choices of round 1, round 2, null and void. You will do you will have a fresh list. All India round 1, round 2 unallotted seats. Nobody was allotted those seats. Those will be vacant. Round 2 not joined or resigned. Obviously, somebody did not join an allotted seat or joined and resigned. They will also be available in as clear vacancies. New seats might be added in R3. This is the last upgradable round. Beyond this, you cannot hold a seat and upgrade. New seats will be added. Beyond this, whatever be the case, MCC does not add. They had a very 3 years back, they had a very bad experience in adding some seats in the non-upgradable round in stray, let us say, similar to that, and non-upgradable round, and some candidates coming in and saying these new seats have been added, how did you are not allowing us to upgrade. So they will not do that beyond this, but till round 3 they can do it. And virtual vacancies. I am holding a seat at the end of All India round 2. I have opted for upgradation. The lower rank candidates or the best merit candidates above or below may be able to get the seat if this candidate upgrades. Those are virtual vacancies. Those will be available in round 3. As we move on between rounds, the number of actual vacancies get reduced because most people will settle down. But like we always say, always opt for upgradation. After All India round 3 allotment results and impact, no seat at the end of All India round 3 eligible for stray. There's no seat at all till now eligible for stray. This stage, I have resigned All India round 1 seat. I joined and did not get an All India round. I was allotted and did not join. All India round 1, what happened does not matter. All India round 2, I joined and resigned, etc. It do not matter. In the round 3 list, if I don't have an allotment, basically I don't have an All India round 2 retained seat or a new seat in All India round 3 or an upgraded seat in All India round 3. Whatever has happened, I took free exit All India round 1, All India round 2, there was an allotment and I did not join. Doesn't matter. You participated in All India round 3 and I did not get a seat at all. No allotment at all. Previous allotment or new allotment. Then you are eligible for stray. So that is the only rule. Allotted in All India round 3 and I joined the seat, that will be the final seat. If you join, like we said, that will be the final seat in the sense, this will be the final seat in the sense, MCC does not allow resignation. It tells states don't allow resignation, and it will also send your name as a list to all the states to remove you from state round 3. So this you can consider it as a final seat. Penalty is not a matter here. Even if you are ready to pay 3-year fee, you cannot be allotted in other states because of the data sharing, and you will not be able to resign this deemed seat even because, and the certificates will not be given. This is for government deemed every seat under All India Counselling. I retain my All India round 2 seat in All India round 3. So this is a very critical rule. I go into All India round 3 with All India round 2 seat in hand. I have the seat in hand. I retain that seat. This becomes immediately an All India round 3 joint seat. I opted for upgradation. I did not get a better seat, or I did not fill choices at all. You are All India round 3 joint. The day the results are out, that is your final seat. So if you're going into All India round 3 with a seat in hand, we need to remember that if I don't get upgraded, that is the end of counselling for me. I will be part of All India round 3 joint list. States will not allot me. I will not be able to resign the seat and get my certificates back. That is my final seat out of NEET PG 2023. I can only discontinue after the counsellings are over by paying a penalty, and I will have to participate in NEET next year. So that is the rule. So if you're going into All India round 3, the end comes in through two means. All India round 2 to All India round 3 I am participating. I joined an All India round 3 new seat, or I retained my All India round 2 seat. Those will result in complete finality for the entire counselling. Allotted in All India round 3 and did not join. What if I am allotted in All India round 3 and did not join? I am out of All India counselling. Whether you join, if you joined also, you are out. You cannot upgrade. That is your final seat. If you did not join also, you will not be able to participate in All India Counselling. Exit with forfeiture, you will forfeit and not eligible for stray or further rounds to out of All India Counselling. Some states remove such candidates, that you will have to check very clearly. So some states did not allow resignation of state. Also, one thing that you need to remember is, like we mentioned, some states did not allow resignation of state round 2 candidates to join All India round 3 seats, and All India round 3 joint candidates are ineligible in state round 3. That is something that we mentioned. And All India round 3 allotment impact in state round 3, that varies. Most states remove All India round 3. Some states even remove All India round 3 allotted candidates. Like we mentioned, allotted in All India round 3 and did not join. Many states allow, but some states might remove. Maharashtra, every year due to candidate representation, they try to remove. Implementation, we are not sure, but please ensure that don't fill in a choice that you are not willing to join in All India round 3, because If you don't join that and you don't have a state option to, if the state does not allow, then that is a problem. Actual rule is all India round 3 joined removal, but check for your state on all India round 3 allotted and did not join removal as well. Resignation after joining. So when is joining? All India round 3 I have joined, or all India round 2 seat retained, and therefore it is considered all India round 3 joined immediately on allotment. So this candidate has a joint seat. These two sets of candidates have a joint seat. Is it possible to resign? Not possible to resign. Security deposit will be refunded. You say you take away my security deposit, but I will want to participate in another counselling. Not possible. You are considered joined till the MCC's counselling is over. Till the end of the counselling, you are considered joined. In the system, you will not be able to move out. System will not allow resignation. You go to the institute and pay them whatever. In the system of MCC, you will still be considered joined. They will send this list to states to remove. Did not join an allotted all India round 3 seat, you exit with forfeiture and not eligible for all India stray round. States, you have to check with the seat. I don't have any seat after round 3, you are eligible for stray by default. You can directly participate in stray. Now we are coming to round 4 stray vacancy. Round 4 stray vacancy is online. From December 2021, there was a Supreme Court judgment which said round 4's all stray vacancy rounds should be online, including deemed universities. All the seats of under all India round 4 stray vacancy is online. Registration and eligibility, allotted and all India round 3 and did not join, they are not eligible. And rest all who attended all India round 3 are eligible, provided they don't have a state round 3 seat. State round 3 seat, they should not have joined. States will send a round 3 join list to MCC. This list will not be even able to log in. Even if they log in at the time of results publishing, they fill choices, MCC will remove them. So state round 3 joint is an endpoint. You can't get into all India again. State round 3 joint will not be able to participate in all India again, which is in stray round. Whoever was allotted in all India round 3 joined or did not join, they are also not eligible. Anyways, so basically the eligibility is limited to those who don't hold a seat, and those who were allotted in all India round 3 and did not join, they are also not eligible. They will not be able to log in. Fresh registration for stray, it is possible to do fresh registration for stray. This is for candidates who never registered before, or candidates who lost their security deposit in round 2 or and then come back directly to stray. They will have to do a fresh registration. Choice filling, fresh choice filling. What seats will be there? A, R3, this should be R3. A, R3 unallotted seats at all. Completely those seats which were not allotted in all India round 3. Round 3 not joined and resigned seats, they will be available as vacancies. These candidates will move out. They will not compete with you, but the seats will be available. Can fill any previously allotted seat of all India round 1 or round 2. Even if you are allotted in all India round 1, round 2, you can fill that seat again in all India round 3, all India stray round. Now why are we saying this? Because you might have been allotted in all India round 1, round 2. You might not have joined the seat, but then round 3 you would not have participated. Then you come back for stray, you can still fill that seat, because by that time you know that okay, no other seat option is available. We missed whatever was we got. That seat is available now. Let me at least get that seat. Is a decision that you might take. After stray allotment, results and decisions. No seat at the end of stray. Wait for special stray. If at all they conduct another round, usually they do one more round at least. Wait for that. You will be eligible. Allotted in AA stray and joined. That will be the final seat. Again, like round 3 only, that will be the final seat. Allotted in AA stray and did not join, exit with forfeiture. Last year, candidates were debarred. So basically, they had a rule last year saying, All India stray of 2024, anybody who was allotted and did not join, they lose security deposit. That is 22 lakhs to 25,000, 10,000. A larger penalty was debarment. They will not be able to participate in the NEET PG 2025 examination is what was mentioned. This year in MDS and UG, this clause is not going to be there. Not there. So basically, this year they might not implement this clause. We don't know. But last year's candidate, somebody who did not participate, did not join, Whether they are going to debar them, we don't know. This year they might move away from this clause. We will have to wait for that. Basis MDS and UG, for PG they might or might not implement. Resignation after joining, refund of security deposit. You can't resign after joining an All India stray round. After All India round 2, resignation deadline itself. If you get into All India round 3, there is no resignation possible. Security deposit will be refunded because you can't discontinue. You will anyways join. Discontinuation possible after the end of the counselling. Once MCCs, all counsellings are over. January, March, let us say even Feb, it extends till Feb. After that only the institute will be able to allow you to resign after paying the penalties, etc. You will not get a seat in the counselling that ways. So that resignation is not a resignation in the counselling process, from the counselling process. It is a discontinuation from the course after all the admissions are over. I did not join the allotted AA seat. Obviously exit with forfeiture of security deposit. Not eligible for further rounds. Special stay happens, you are not eligible. So you might miss out on a good seat and you will be debarred. For the next year, this debarment alone we have to check. I have no seat after the stray round. Either I want to exit, I can exit, or wait for special stray. So these are the rules of the counselling. Stray vacancy for deemed universities is also online. It will be on. It has been online from 2023 basis the Supreme Court judgment, which NMC did. So hope this is clear. If you still have queries on this, definitely there will be queries. But note that even if this is not clear, it is better to go for round ones with a clear choice list. Apply for All India round 1, apply for state round 1s. Be very clear about which states I am going to participate. That is a far important thing than trying to figure out all the scenarios now. So basically what you need to do is, All India I am going to participate because I have this set of seats available. Get these choices ready. And whatever documents are required for joining, All India does not need documents for registration. These, get them ready. This is one work that we need to do. State, I have options in state 1, I have options in state 2 and a few open states. Within this, for my rank, there is a decent possibility for these, and I can't confirm that I will definitely get in any of these states. So I am appearing for, let us say, 3 or 4 states. Then I will look at all the data. For each counselling, I will have to prepare the choice list within that particular counselling, and I will also have to prepare the certificates required for that particular counselling. So this is all that we have to do. When we prepare the choice list, let us say you're going with preference orders of ZyNerd of previous year, you also need to add on value by create the right choice list by talking to candidates. We clearly mentioned that the preference orders of previous year, whether whoever gives it, it might not be basis clear evaluation. Somebody will say this particular institute is good, therefore you go for this specialty in this institute. That is not how it works. You need to talk to a resident in that particular institute. The next 1 month, please use it for that and create this choice list. There have been queries to us asking, I have paid this much, you are not even giving a choice list. We will handhold you in every part of the counselling. We can give you a preference order like others who get 25k, 30k and tell you that this is the preference order based on last year candidates without any evaluation. That is not right. We clearly say that this is available. We are not promoting it as a preference order. Please do that. Put in that effort. Don't leave it to anybody else. Somebody gives you a preference order. Please don't go by that. It is your responsibility. You get into that and talk to candidates. You will know how many factors you need to look at. We have already done a session on what factors to look at, what to talk to candidates, and you will know how different each one's response is within the same department. So you will make a very, very informed call if you do this part yourself. And also, obviously, it is extremely difficult for anyone to get this. If somebody is able to do this as a 2-year project, 3 years project, the value is so much for that data. We are working on it. It will take a few years for us to get this. Here, your choice list, you need to create very clearly, and the certificates for admission, you need to get it done. So right from the registration stage itself, you will need to get these certificates. So be ready, decide on which counsellings I am going to participate, and get your choice list ready for that counsellings. Rules, you can always decide after round 1. At the time of round 1, be very clear about round 1 based eligibility rules. Then you will have only one scenario, whether I have an All India round 1 seat or a state round 1 seat. This state's round 1 seat. Then I can look at the further rules with one scenario instead of 50 scenarios that we might be covering now. You can come back to the same session, look at one particular scenario. and then take a decision. We will also be running it for every state. All the rules of state we will be running as exclusively for subscribers. You will be able to get access to that information through the counseling. You can also call us for clarity on that. We will be doing it basis previous year, but in case there is an issue, in case there is a change, we will also update it for this year. Currently, none of the prospectus except the Kerala prospectus is out. So for the rest, as we move forward, Karnataka and Karnataka through their MDS is out. As we move forward, we'll keep updating everything for you. We will have a session tomorrow at 6 p.m. again, which will be session 2, where we will take you through the sequence. We will also try to get the, we had promised again the Supreme Court video on domicile. We have not been able to do it. We'll try to get that also done today. And all the closing rank based information, we will be updating it as we move forward. The info guides will also start coming in. So it is videos going forward. Every video will be worth its value. Maybe a little wrong. Instead of condensing everything in 30 minutes, we keep repeating, maybe a little long, 30 minutes, it might take 45 minutes or 1 hour, but this video you come back, you will always have the right information. You don't need to rely on any other 10, don't need to look at 10 different videos. We are confident about that part. Like we said, we know that there is emphasis always required. Candidates after this session will come back and call. We say that All India Round 2 is fresh registration. They will come back and call saying, is it fresh registration? Are you sure? Because it is very critical. We know that is why we keep emphasizing. Sorry about the long videos, but hopefully as we move forward, you will also know that at that point in time, that information which is very clearly specified, emphasizing that it is right, will be critical for you. Thanks a lot for watching. We will take up queries now, a few queries alone, and then we will wind up. What we Dr. Nabadon Dor Lingdo, what we don't get seat in rounds 1, can we participate in rounds 2? Yes, if you don't get a seat in rounds 1 in states or all India, you can participate in round 2. Are FMGs eligible for open states government seats? First of all, open states is not a term used for government seats. Open states is a term used to refer to private institute seats available on an all India basis in certain states like West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, etc. and a lot of other states. So UP, Bihar, they have these open states, many states, AP, Telangana, etc. You will have the list in ZyNerd too. They are allowing private institute seats to be available for all India on an all India basis. That is where open states is. If you are an FMG and you belong to a particular state, and you want to know the eligibility of that state for government seats, your state, not open seat states. That does not depend upon whether that is an open state or not. You will have to check your government eligibility. So your state's eligibility, sir. So how do I get documents back? So it is a pretty simple process. The question from Dr. Sahil is, I join All India Round 1 seat and then I got a better seat in state Round 1. I have already joined this, submitted my originals here. This seat, let us say, is in Mangalore, and this state Round 1 seat is in Maharashtra. You got a better seat. You have submitted all your originals here, paid the fee here. You go to this institute after your state Round 1 results, get your originals, ask for a fee refund. They might give you immediately or later, within a week or two. That you already would have checked when you joined there, and get a relieving letter. Because you joined All India Round 1 seat, you need to get relieved from here. So your originals are with you, fee you have asked for refund, got a relieving letter, go back to the state seat and join. You have to physically travel here to take a call. So what is better? If you have joined here, then you have to do that. In case your state Round 1 results come before this joining deadline, you could have not joined and then gone ahead. But if it comes after the joining deadline, and you still have the resignation possibility here, state Round 1 results come, you have to go here and get your originals and then join. That is what everybody does. That too is fine. For Gujarat state specifically, I have chosen open category. Okay, so for Gujarat state, so this is a query. You have taken general category. I'll take general category in NEET PG application form. Exam application form for NB. You have taken general category, but you want to apply as EWS in Gujarat. You can do that if you are eligible as Gujarat as a genuine EWS candidate. You are eligible. Obviously, you can do that. This does not matter. This is only for MCC's counseling. Gujarat will have a registration. You can register there. Yeah, correct. Dr. Sahil, you have mentioned that Gujarat they had mentioned. Yeah, right. That is what we also said. You have mentioned that later. I completed my MBBS from AIMS Patna and my domicile in Rajasthan. Which state quota do I get? Rajasthan does not offer. Bihar offers state quota. Rajasthan by domicile you don't get state quota. Rajasthan's rule is MBBS from Rajasthan or anybody who is a medical officer in Rajasthan. If you are in service of Rajasthan, then you are eligible. Bihar, you by virtue of having done it from AIMS, you will get it. Will there be Aadhaar card tracking of candidates to prevent seat blocking? We went through it, Dr. AS. We went through it yesterday. Aadhaar based seat tracking is nothing. We don't think that the biggest level of seat blocking is not by these means, as in by somebody impersonating during the exams. That anyways, fingerprint recognition, a lot of other techniques are there. The biggest level of seat blocking is somebody blocking a seat till round 3 and taking it to stray round so that somebody at a lower rank can get the seat. That is the only possibility now. This is done for NRI seats too. This does nothing to do with Aadhaar. You have to look at the pattern and identify who is at fault. Impersonation, if not, even if Aadhaar is tracked, there might be still impersonation. So those we are not sure whether that is to a great level. If you are asking if somebody has impersonated because of Aadhaar, can we identify that? Maybe there is a possibility, but the bigger problem is this, far bigger problem is this. We can track them through All India rank too, as in basically who is there. The second thing that was given other than misrepresentation is Aadhaar based stopping seat multiple admissions at the same time. That for that AA rank alone is enough. Like allotment mapping of ZyNerd will give you the allotments. If admitted candidates list is put up, just a tool like ZyNerd, we will update it immediately and we will know how many people are managing 2 seats at a time. It's just an Excel lookup. So that is enough. Aadhaar is not required. AA rank is fine for multiple admissions tracking. Sir, I did MBBS from AIMS Hyderabad, domicile of Andhra Pradesh. You are eligible for Telangana State Counselling, sir. So you are eligible for Telangana State Counselling. We'll get back to you on the AIMS Hyderabad thing. Just give us time. We'll get back to you because OU local, if you have to form, we'll just get back to you. The AIMS, we are gathering that data. We will have to get back. You can call us back. We will get back to you on that, on the specific AIMS part. Some states do allow. We have mentioned that for earlier, but for Hyderabad, because it is, we'll just get back. In Tamil Nadu management, no radio seats are required for Tamil Nadu. Okay. Dr. Gosal Ram, no radio seats were given for Telugu minority. Telugu minority in Tamil Nadu management is only if you are a native of Tamil Nadu. So if you are a Telugu minority, you are a native of Tamil Nadu, you are looking for radio only. Is it wise to participate in the counselling? It is wise to register for the counselling. Whether a seat is going to be given to Telugu minority, you have to check the Telugu minority institutes to participate. If you are given a seat in management quota, you might get it or not. You have to take a chance with the counselling. It is wise to register. If you still want to look at the seat matrix will be published before choice filling. Registration will be possibly 5,000 rupees or so. You will pay this fee in Tamil Nadu, whatever amount this is. After looking at the seat matrix, if management quota radio seats are there, Telugu minority radio seats are there, you are eligible for those, then you can take a call on registering for the counselling. First, application needs to be done. You should be part of the merit list. This is a one-time thing. Then here you have to pay 2 lakhs. At that time, as security deposit, that time you can decide whether you want to go based on the seat matrix. But it's always better to try and take a chance. If it is up to you whether you are looking at this as a confirmation. Yeah. So you can look at it and pay your 2 lakhs. That is up to you to take a call. There are some cases where new seats are added suddenly, etc. So that is also something that can I be ready? Yeah. Dr. Roshan, you can be ready with the Christian minority certificate now. You can go ahead. Only thing is the format from last year you change it to 2025-26. But if your Tahsildar is making it very, very difficult, you wait for the prospectus, because if there is a change in the format tomorrow, they should not have an issue. If it is easier because you have right credentials, you go ahead and it is easily done. You get it now. If at all there is a difference in format, you can do it. Last 3 years they have not changed the format. Even for UG they have not changed the format. Better to get one if it is possible and if it is quickly possible. Last 2 years, no seats were allotted to Telugu minority. That depends upon the institutes. The institutes might allot one for Telugu minority and none for management, because they are already giving 50% to government quota. Beyond that, they might have 1 or 2 radio seats. How they are split, it is up to the institute. Some institutes don't give it to Telugu minority candidates because they know that radio seats will anyways be taken up in management. So it purely depends upon the institutes. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll meet you tomorrow in the tomorrow's session. That will be on All India versus state sequences. We will take up specific scenarios and explain. Thanks a lot.